Previously on the Dirty Shirt Podcast.
Oh, the seat is warm. Trucker hats. One size fits all hats. Adjustable hats.
The metal clip, Velcro.
Fitted hats.
Fedora, brimless hat, yarmulke. And I don't mean John Travolta. Just totally Jim Henson.
Yeah. Oh!
I don't feel like ratings are, accurate anymore.
Critic reviews drive me up a wall.
Standard deviations. We're not even going to be sniffing a 10.
I'd rather not sniff a 10.
George Clooney's a handsome man.
He is.
I think he's stayed handsome.
Oh, yeah.
He's aged like a fine wine.
Fine wine. Yep.
5 blueberry pies out of 6.
He is great, but it really makes you feel like Spider-Man.
Dwayne Haskins never win, and scare him this way and I'll squish him. Oh, yeah, we got him.
Asian bugs.
We store them in Braden's basement. Some loud Spanish music.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mosquitoes, gnats, fruit flies flying in my eyeballs, trying to get in my mouth. Moses is a jerk. I want to be in your mouth.
That's another episode in the books.
Episode 10 wrapped up. We appreciate you. We love you guys. Hope to see you next week, and we'll see you at nighttime.
Yeah, we're going to do rooftop nighttime.
Yeah.
So we'll see you then.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Welcome. That was crazy. Welcome to, oh. Yeah, we never did an intro. Make sure that's on.
Yeah, it is on now.
Okay, just talk close.
Welcome to episode 11.
Welcome to episode 11.
Rooftop part 2.
Yeah, part 2. That was actually insane. When it started just there was the first ones that went off. We got to turn around now. Yeah, so basically what you see in the background there is the fireworks for the barnstormers.
I hope you can see it. I might be blocking it.
The stormers. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
You're good. Okay. I swear. The Lancaster Stormers, they're not the Barnstormers anymore. The Stormers.
Yeah, the rebrand, which we can also talk about, it's Lancaster County is known for its farms, for its Amish.
Yeah.
And, that's kind of something that makes us unique. And so, and they also had their mascot is Silo.
Yeah.
Which was sick because it's just a good name, and also, that's part of a barn. And also, I always kind of thought it was similar to Cyclone, which is a storm. So Barnstormers, I was like, that's kind of sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got new branding now. Just the Stormers. It's alright.
It's
and
fine.
then also the local hospital here in the city bought out the naming rights of the stadium. So
which is insane that a hospital has enough profit to buy the naming rights to a stadium.
Dude,
don't get me started on that.
They have so much money.
Don't get me started on that.
Yes.
Oh, look, all the people coming from the game. Probably.
Why would you wouldn't leave before the fireworks?
I don't know.
Yeah. But it's kind of funny because they actually launched the fireworks outside of the stadium, in this big grass field, and you can just go and just watch the fireworks, not being in the game, and get a way better view, which is kind of funny.
Which is what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of sick.
So, yeah. The Lancaster Stormers, for those of you who don't know, it's basically a MLB partner league. So it's not a league that's affiliated with the actual MLB or MLB teams. So the Major League Baseball, which is what the Philadelphia Phillies are a part of, is Major League Baseball. And there's also Minor League Baseball, which has teams like the Reading Phillies, the Iron Pigs, the Fightin' Phils, or maybe that's the Reading Phillies. I don't know. And some other things. But those minor league teams can get players from those teams can get called up to the Phillies. And when they sign on, they're signing with the Phillies organization. So
kind of practice squad for football or most other sports.
Yep. But they have their own championships, and it's kind of the NHL has the AHL, they have the Calder Cup and whatnot, but this is a separate league. They're their own separate professional baseball league called the Atlantic League Professional Baseball, ALPB. And so that's what the Lancaster Stormers are called. Oh, a police officer just went past. That was cool. I bet you can
Yeah.
probably see the blue and red lights in the video.
We'll see if any car alarms go off.
Yeah.
Because of the fireworks. That's always fun.
So they are the Lancaster Stormers. Tonight they were playing the Staten Island Ferry Hawks.
They traveled in all the way from Staten Island.
Yeah. So the Staten Island Ferry Hawks, it was actually pretty sick. They had their jerseys tonight. It was the Shaolin Hawks, and it was like their design was super cool. I'll try and put a picture up of that if I can find one. But something else that was cool was Pablo Sandoval. Do you know who I mean when I say that?
No.
Pablo Sandoval was like a 15-year, probably like 12 to 15-year MLB veteran who was on all of the Giants teams that won the World Series back in like 12 to 14, like around there, the early 2010s. And he was super famous because he was really big, and they called him Big Panda or Kung Fu Panda or whatever. And so he was the Panda. And so in his retirement, he's now playing for the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. And I don't know if you can hear us over these fireworks, but we're just going to plow through, I think.
Yeah, I was like, we could just like watch at this point, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
I think you'll be able to hear it because it's very directionalized.
Yeah, I am eating this microphone right now.
Yeah, me too. We're going to be peeking out the wazoo.
Yeah.
Oh, I can smell it. Do you smell it?
Yeah, nice sulfur. Great little
The
sulfur
smoke is
action.
kind of coming towards us.
Yeah. You have a favorite firework, perchance?
I think
Oh.
these.
Yeah. I like to
the
call them
weeping
swimmies
willows. Oh,
because they're like, that's what I call those ones. They're like,
okay.
that
No.
like swirl when they go up.
Those are not the ones I meant.
Oh, okay.
I meant the ones that blow up and then they leave the trail that like falls.
Oh, the
I
weeping
call them the weeping willows.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's their name. I don't
Yeah,
call them that.
I think so. Yeah. Well, I
I
call them
came
that.
up with the name.
I call them that because it's their name.
True. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So. that's funny.
But so basically Pablo Sandoval. I was not at all expecting to see Pablo Sandoval pull up to this random game in Lancaster City. That I was kind of starstruck low key because like third base is cool to me, and like I just I had no idea he was gonna be there, and Pablo Sandoval is like he's a big name in the MLB or was for a long time, and he has like he caught in one of the World Series I'm 95% sure about this. He had like a highlight catch in foul territory to like seal the game that they won the World Series on, which was sick. So yeah, I don't know. It was very cool to like see him. And so we were sitting on the third base line. So I was at the game. I left in the top of the 9th inning, sped over here. We got up to the roof, and we're hoping to be here by the end of the game. And then right as we sat down, the fireworks started, as you just saw.
Yeah.
And we the Stormers lost. It was like 10-2.
Oh, a
Yeah.
whooping.
It was like 12 or something.
Staten Island
Yeah.
getting after it.
Now, one of the reasons why it was such a bloodbath. Well, first of all, Pablo Sandoval is a lefty, left-handed batter. And they had a bunch of actually left-handed batters tonight for whatever reason. It seemed like there was a whole bunch, more than normal. And
A lot of righties throwing against them. Is that the
yeah. Yep.
okay?
And
That's easier to hit, is what they say.
yes.
Mm.
Yes. The better pitcher matchup is to have is righty on righty, whereas the better hitter matchup would be righty on lefty. But anywho, so we were on the right hand line, right field, or sorry, third base line, not the right field line, the third base line, and there was all these lefties. We were like, we gotta catch a foul ball at some point. One of our Well, yes. Sorry, I'll get to that in a second. We have to catch a foul ball. Pablo Sandoval's a lefty. I was like, please, Pablo Sandoval, foul one off to us. I want to catch one. It didn't happen. But what we did get to see and what did happen was top of the 9th inning, I think. Bases are loaded. Who comes up but Pablo Sandoval?
Woo-wee.
I said to the person sitting next to me, I said, it's going to be a foul ball to us and then a grand slam. And instead of that, he just hit the grand slam. I was like, no way.
Wow.
I just witnessed a Pablo Sandoval grand slam. That's something I never would have expected on a random Saturday night.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy that I went to the game. I was thinking I might not. But the reason we were at the game to begin with was because one of our lifeguard director at camp, shout out Genevieve, she is the New Holland Fair queen. And so she was throwing out the first pitch at the game tonight. So I got in to the stadium, and I get in there, turn the corner right after she threw the pitch.
Oh, wow.
Very sad. But I saw a video of it and got to watch a cool game, so it was good.
Yeah. Good pitch?
No.
Oh,
I heard it was bad.
that's funny.
We'll put in a clip of it here.
Nice. Yeah, we'll get our hands on it.
Yeah. I had some people tell me that they would send it to me, so.
Yeah. I will say, I was like, good fireworks show.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we've just been spoiled by like so many fireworks shows just past the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Now that we're into August. And
That wasn't
I feel
very
like
long.
yeah, it wasn't super long, but my biggest beef was like just not a great finale.
Yeah, I agree. I was expecting something bigger there at the end.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments.
Sound off in the comments what you think of that fireworks show.
Yeah. And you're also watching it further back than we are.
Yeah.
So I liked this view, though.
Yeah, this was awesome.
For the audio listeners, if you were just getting ear battered back and forth by a bunch of boom, boom, booms, then, yeah, we are back up again on the roof of Neighbors Cafe
Yep.
for the evening portion of the roof episodes. And, yeah, we were here to watch a fireworks show.
Yeah. It was, yeah, the game was very cool. Yeah. My parents went to the Phillies game tonight, which was cool.
Editor Nolan here. Yeah, you can see Braden here surrendering. We heard some noises when we were up on the roof. We're like, what is that? The door like opens. You can see the flashlight coming in, and just one of the workers here was just burning the midnight oil. And we're like, oh my goodness, he's straight flashlighting us. And he's like, oh, hey, it's you, because I know him. And we're like, yeah, we're just watching fireworks. Very cool, very chill, very funny, very silly. Yeah, we'll head back to your normal podcast here in a second. All right, dude. This is a chaotic episode.
That's been, yeah.
Are we recording?
Hold on. Yeah, we're still recording. I'm just saying to cut back in here.
Oh,
yeah.
brother. What a chaotic episode this has been.
I will acknowledge the cut there.
Yeah.
There's been some crazy stuff. You'll see it in the bloopers. Maybe. Some of it.
No, what if the workers from one of the offices just beneath above the cafe, beneath this roof, like came up with like a flashlight. And I knew him, so he was like pretty chill about it. But it was just so funny. He's like, I heard people up there. I was like, what's going on? I was like, just us watching fireworks. Definitely not recording a podcast.
So, yeah, it's only a matter of time before in one of these episodes we get asked to leave the place that we are.
Yeah. Well,
or
also,
have to leave in the middle of it.
So speaking of baseball games and the Barnstormers, or the Stormers now, we would love to film a podcast there potentially, or at a minimum have some content there.
Yeah.
There's the new challenge going around, 999 or whatever, which I don't know about the beverages, but I think I would love to try to eat 9 hot dogs in 9 innings while watching the baseball game, and I think that would be a funny element to the podcast.
Absolutely. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Atlantic League here. So obviously it's Atlantic League. So most of the teams are on the East Coast here. They are split into the North Division and the South Division. And yeah, so basically, I was looking at these stats earlier, and I was only looking at the second half of the year. I wasn't looking at the overall scores. So that makes more sense as to why, because I thought that they had only played like hardly any games, but
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Also, like the Stormers have been kind of elite the last couple years
Mhm.
in whatever league they're in.
Yeah,
They've been, aren't they like the 3-time champs or something?
I don't
back to
know.
back.
The Hershey
Stormers.
Bears were.
Yeah, I know.
The
We're
Stormers were
killing it
too.
around here. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
One of the feeder leagues up in Hershey Bears. They are also back to back champs.
Yeah.
So.
With hockey.
Yep.
And yeah, anywho, I just want to go over some of these names that are in this league because it's funny to me. And also like some of the distances are kind of like weird. Like yeah, we got the York Revolution. Well, I'll start from the bottom. Bottom. So this is the Southern Division. In last place in the Southern Division is the Gastonia Ghost Peppers.
Wow. Interesting.
Where's Gastonia?
No idea.
No clue. Charleston Dirty Birds.
Okay.
Charleston Dirty Birds.
I'll flip them the Dirty Bird.
Yeah. The Lexington Legends.
All right.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And because Maryland crabs.
Yeah.
That's
And
like
blue
a
crabs,
thing.
they probably have some fire fits.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
They probably got crab at their stadium.
Like they probably got like UNC powder blue. That's my
Yeah.
favorite sports color.
Yeah. Then the High Point Rockers,
That's funny.
which is nice.
Off their rocker.
Yeah. I'm gonna put each of their logos on the screen.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
In the edit tomorrow. I think Legends is funny. Like we're
It's
just
a little-
assume that we're all gonna be
Yeah.
Legends.
A little on
Yeah.
the nose.
It's kind of like the
Especially-
Nationals, like the Washington Nationals, or like
Yeah.
what's another one like that? I don't know.
Especially if you're not even back-to-back champs like the Stormers.
Right. So then moving up to the North Division, we have the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like
I
there's
looked
just
at
a Kia Soul up there.
I looked at the logo for that one, and it's like a airplane with like a dude on top of it, like a cargo airplane with like a dude on top of it, like who's also made of metal like the airplane is. I don't know.
Interesting.
It's a weird one. Also like Hagerstown. That's like,
Sounds like the middle of nowhere.
well, it's like not, I think I've heard of Hagerstown. It's like not a town that you would expect to have like a professional baseball team in.
Well, semi-pro.
Well, it is pro. Like they get paid and everything. Like
I
it's
guess
their
so.
job.
I guess I'm just thinking maybe not majors.
Well,
you
it's not
know?
majors, but it is pro.
Yeah.
They also only have 19 wins this season.
Out
They're-
of how many games?
They're 19-67.
Wow. Well, that's to be expected from Hagerstown.
Right. They
You
have
know,
a,
you talk about like basketball players being like they don't want to be in Detroit or Milwaukee.
Right.
It's like, yeah, even the minor league pros or whatever,
Mhm.
they don't want to be in Hagerstown.
Right. Well, and it's funny too. Like the next lowest is like 39 wins, and the highest is only 53 wins. So like the rest of the league is pretty even.
Yeah.
And then you have Hagerstown with 19 wins. They have a .221% win rate, and they have lost their last 10 straight. Probably more than that. That's just what it shows. It only shows the last 10 games.
Yeah.
Then you got the Staten Island Ferry Hawks, which we've already discussed a little bit.
Yep.
Because they were there tonight.
Right, and their star player is Pedro Pascal.
No. Pablo Sandoval.
Pablo Sanchez. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Pablo Picasso.
Yeah. Pablo Sanchez, the
Escobar.
GOAT. No, not Escobar.
Whoa.
You know Pablo Sanchez?
Yeah.
From
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Backstreet.
Backyard baseball.
Baseball, yeah.
Backyard
yeah.
baseball. The GOAT.
Put him up here.
Here he is. Put him in the sky. Yeah, Staten Island Ferry Hawks. Then we got the Lancaster Stormers in third in their division.
Let's go.
Then the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution.
Yeah, that's probably the next closest one. I've been
Yeah.
to a couple Revolution games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never have.
Somebody had like a box seat, and it was nice because you get free food.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Staten Island Ferry Hawks and Long Island Ducks. Isn't Staten Island kind of close to Long Island? I don't know nothing about islands.
Personally, I would rather have a Long Island than a Staten Island. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would rather my island be long than Staten.
There's going to be people punching the screen right now saying, you idiots.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't you know anything about geography? And we'll say, no, we don't.
Yeah.
At least not tiny towns across the Atlantic.
I mean, Long Island's like New York, right? New York
Yeah.
adjacent.
Yeah. And like Staten Island is iconic. Like everybody's heard of Staten Island.
Right, yeah.
But like Hagerstown,
Plus Long Island iced tea.
Gastonia.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, Long Island iced tea.
Is that all the teams?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Some interesting names, you know.
Ferry Hawks? What's a Ferry Hawk?
I don't know. There's a lot of birds in this
Yeah,
league, I've
There's
realized.
a lot of birds.
There's a lot of bird sports teams, to be fair.
It's true.
But
Go Birds.
you know what, like
Go Birds will always mean go Eagles to me.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm almost positive this is a fact. Do you know what the most commonly used animal is for sports teams? And it might have just been in college football that I heard this.
Lions? That'd be my
No.
guess. Bears?
Bulldogs.
Oh, Bulldogs. Yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of Bulldogs teams.
Yeah. Yeah. I still can't. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say.
That was my Pee Wee football team.
Oh, yeah.
It was called the Bulldogs. Yeah.
Nice. I played a lot of Little League Baseball, and we had the Cobras. We had the Tornadoes was one year. I think I'll have to look at some of those old, I still have those like keepsakes from
I will
that.
say, though, as a sport, I think it kind of makes sense. If you had to pick a sport with a flying mascot, I think baseball makes sense. You know, where it's
What
like
makes you say that?
because the ball is soaring around. I think that's what makes me think it.
Okay.
You know, it's trying to leave the stadium. There's more flying elements
That's
than in
true.
some sports. Like if there was hockey, if there was a lot of bird teams, I'd be confused.
Yeah.
Hockey feels like there should be a lot of bear teams, a lot of cold
That's true.
teams, like cold weather animals. In football, there feels like there should be a lot of tough animals. You know, and bulldogs. You got that dog in
There
you.
you go. Yeah.
I
I think that makes sense too. Like you go through like 100-something balls in each game.
Yeah.
Those balls are flying out of there like nothing.
Right.
And no other sport do you go through that many like things. Like the main playing object, you don't go through that many in any other sport.
Right. You don't touch more balls in any other sport than in baseball. And that's a fact.
That's a fact. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking of touching balls.
is there any?
Did you no, legit, did
Go
you
on.
see that Raiders player that got cut because he kissed like his teammate inappropriately on the forehead? And then a bunch of this footage was coming out, and he's been known to like grab people's like dudes' genitalia like in scrums and
No.
stuff. Yeah.
I
Well,
did
that just
not hear
recently
that.
happened. He got cut.
A Raiders player?
Yeah, I think it's Christian Wilkins.
Hmm.
He's like a really good D tackle. And like just millions of dollars voided from his
Yeah.
contract.
That's crazy.
Somebody will probably pick
I mean,
him up.
deserved.
Yeah.
But still, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like,
I
why
know.
would you throw away your career like that?
Yeah. I don't know.
You can't be touching people like
This
that.
will be 2 weeks later at this point.
Right.
So there might be more developments in
True.
it. But yeah.
Is it
That
like
was
a
recent
legend or
news.
it's like there's evidence?
Well, there was, I guess, enough evidence for him to get cut and his contract get
Yeah, I guess
voided.
so. Yeah.
And then, yeah, so now, but yeah. And people were just scrubbing for, like, footage
sure.
and stuff, so. Anyways.
Anywho, like, football, I think they play with multiple footballs in a football game, but, like, you use the same ones. Like, they'll lose, like, some into the crowd, and it's no big deal.
I heard the kickers like to beat up them balls.
Right, yes. And it's like, it's probably, like, what, 10 or 12 balls in a game?
I have no idea, yeah.
And I know basketball.
Each team probably has, like, a dozen or so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, the basketball, it's the same ball the whole game because they choose it beforehand, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like both of like the leaders from each team get together and they're like, "You want to choose a ball?" And they're like, "Yeah, let's choose this one."
Yeah. Do you think they'll start doing the airless Wilson ball at some point?
I think they said they're going to, aren't they?
Oh, that's cool, man. That ball is really sick.
It's cool, but like, I don't know. Is it like accessible? Like one of the things that's so cool about like they play with Evos and like anybody can buy an Evo for like $60.
Yeah.
That's super accessible.
Well, one day they'll be accessible, I think,
Sure.
once like 3D printing and the technology becomes like more available. Like, yeah. It's the same with anything. Once there's
Sure.
a high enough demand and enough infrastructure set around it, costs will come down. So,
yeah.
and then it'll be nice. Imagine never really having to inflate your ball, not worrying about it,
Yeah.
and like, not worrying about it popping or, like the leather on the balls just deteriorates so fast. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very interested I would love to, in the future get one in my hands. But yeah.
Yeah.
And then like golf, you go through a lot of balls in golf, but like not near as much as baseball. Like if you go play 18 holes,
Yeah.
even if you lose like if you're an avid golfer, if you lose a ball per hole, that's still only 18 holes.
In
I mean,
professional
18
golf,
balls.
I think you have to keep the same ball per hole. I mean, unless you hit it in the water or something.
Unless you
but
lose it, yeah, you have to keep the same one. That's true.
I don't know. Maybe there's some rules where, like, if it hits off a tree and is scuffed, you can change it out, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
And then, like, I'm trying to think, like, they use the same puck. That's not true. They can use multiple pucks because they'll lose pucks into the stands a lot. But same thing, like, not 100. Can you think of any sport? Maybe tennis.
No.
They use the same balls?
I mean, they rotate them in and out, yeah.
Sure.
They
Even in
probably crack
professionals?
new cans. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, for a match.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tennis is the only one other I can think of.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Because I know that it's funny, like, they'll have a couple balls in their hand right before, like, every serve.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll
just toss
they'll
them
just
away.
discard, like, some of them. They'll just, like, bounce a couple and be like, bink, bink.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. Enough of this ball talk.
Yeah.
Well, speaking on names,
Yeah.
I'd like to. This was a couple weeks ago, like now, and when you're listening to this in the future, it'll be even farther ago. And if you're listening to this in the distant future, it'll be even farther ago.
Yeah.
There is a influencer and like just media, like social media personality named Trisha Paytas, who recently had a child, and its first name that she chose is Aquaman.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, what are we doing?
I remember, like, in the news a while ago, there was, like, some parent, not famous, that, like, let their kid change their name. They're like, I believe my kid should name themselves. Why am I, like, picking their name? So, like, went to court and legally changed it to whatever the kid wanted, and the kid chose Spider-Man. So, like, this feels, I mean, we're getting the whole Avengers of, like, this is, like, the Walmart Avengers.
Yeah. Aquaman is DC.
Well, I know.
Yeah. I just want to acknowledge that so we don't get comments saying.
Yeah.
We're going
Well,
to get nasty emails saying, where's my water buffalo? Why ain't I got no water buffalo, Super Jake?
I mean, what's
You ready to deal with that? I don't think so. Sorry, go ahead.
What's even the difference? Marvel, DC, they're both the same.
Oh.
Just
Rage bait episode.
Yeah,
Rage bait episode.
We're just gonna rage bait to get comments and to go viral.
Yeah. Yes, Aquaman. She also has named kids in the past. One of her kids' name was Malibu Barbie. And another one was Elvis.
Wow.
So 0 for 3 there on names for her. Unfortunately.
Well, unfortunately for her kids. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
it's just a publicity stunt for her to get her back in the news. I mean, she has a more adult profession, correct? Or what does she do?
I don't know. I don't know what she actually does. I don't know if she partakes in adult things like that or not.
I mean, at a minimum, she is paying the bills off of having an influence and being in the news and being popular. So it's just kind of another way. And I feel like using kids to do that is very tough. That's like,
don't love that. Elon Musk went viral a couple years ago for that one name.
Yeah, XCI. I don't even know.
Something like that. Yeah. So that's that.
Right, but they call him something else. I don't know. It's like some code reference or something to coding. I don't know.
Yeah. So my name is Braden, as you guys all know. And I have often gotten confused with Brandon, Brendan, Brennan, all of those different things. And I have never once cared, like, if people call me the wrong name or whatever.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear it.
I don't know if you can hear that, but there's some motorcyclers with the music playing and whatnot. But
confusing names.
Yeah, I've never once cared if somebody got my name wrong. And like it's like there's like, oh, what's in a name? And like what even are like names are very like not superficial isn't the right word. What does superficial mean?
Means like it's very surface level. Like
okay, maybe that is what I mean.
Like you're very self-absorbed almost. I feel like that's generally how people use it.
I'm thinking like names are like just what we all agreed to call this one thing. And so we've all agreed that I'm Braden. But that's not like I'm not Braden. I am who I am.
I'm not who you
I'm
are.
a human. Yeah. And like I'm all my experiences and stuff like that. And that's one of my favorite parts in Lord of the Rings is in the book. I think they nod to this a bit in the movies. But in the books they're like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "Oh, if you wanted to hear my name, it would take me years or like months to tell you my name because my name, like who I am, is everything that has ever happened to me. And for me to tell all that would take months because he's like the oldest guy ever."
Right.
It's just Treebeard. They asked this to Treebeard, and he's like, "But if you want to know what to call me, you can call me Treebeard."
Yeah.
And
that's funny.
He's like, my friends call me Treebeard. Yeah, it's a really cool like moment in the books. And but yes, why did I say that? Just I think to highlight that I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. And yeah, I just think that's a really cool like concept, and that like I think like I know of a couple people who are like, I'm just gonna say her name. There's a former staff member with the name Naomi, and like the first time I read it, I said Naomi, and she's like, "No, it's not Naomi. It's Nay, like hey, but with an N, Naomi." I was like, "All right, brother, I'll call you Naomi." It's not. I didn't think it was that deep.
You're gonna get a text when she listens to this podcast.
Yeah, I don't think she'll listen to the podcast, but
yeah,
maybe. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like it's getting that upset about like your name has always been weird to me, and like I get it too. Like, I don't know. Like people identify with that and like their name and like it means something to them, and especially if it's like a family name or whatever. But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, Thanks for asking. I'm glad because I do have some thoughts on this.
Yeah, sorry.
My name.
I was going for a little bit
No,
there.
you're fine. I'm not making a joke about that. I'm just saying I was thinking about it, and I was talking with our friend Asher the other day. I was like, my name is Nolan, and that is a pretty unique name.
Yeah.
It's unique enough that you don't hear it a whole lot.
You also don't really get it wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you've had a different experience.
I've had a lot of people mishear it for Noah
Okay.
because that's a more common name.
Yep.
And I am beefing with Noah because he let mosquitoes on the ark.
Right.
So, but
Not
no,
Moses.
I don't think that's my huge issue with it. People usually get it correct. But my bigger issue is I enjoy having a more uncommon name because in almost every circle, I am the Nolan in that space. And so it's like kind of nice that like I've always felt bad for people where it's like, oh yeah, Sarah, and they're like, Sarah who? There's 5 Sarahs here. So I like that just by one word, everybody in most circles and most friend groups know that they're talking about me. Not because I feel like I'm self-absorbed, but it's just nice. It's convenient and it's easy.
No, that's very convenient.
And also, the few Nolans that I've known, there was one in elementary school that was especially bad.
Oh.
And he was just really annoying. Like, nobody really liked him, unfortunately. Like, that feels bad to say. He was only there for, like, a year, maybe 2. There was, like, a big, like, some kid, like, smeared poop on, like, the stall walls. And, like, everyone just kind of assumed it was him. And because, like, he moved there, it happened, and then, like, everyone was like, this is probably this kid. And then he, like, moved away.
Dang.
And I remember,
or he
like,
moved away because you all said he pooped on the walls.
maybe. But either way.
I'm just kidding.
So, and he went by Noel.
Oh.
He was a Nolan that went by Noel. So now I don't like people who call me Noel.
Yeah.
I've
never heard that.
Partially probably because of that. And also it's just like I don't like the sound of it. Yeah. So then I feel like it's also hard for me to I feel like if you are a Nolan that I meet, my first instinct is like, oh, wow, hey, fun, same name, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, to become friends with you, I feel like you have to work a little harder.
Oh,
and that's totally unfair.
Right.
But it's just biases that I have against other Nolans that I've met. And also, I like being the only one, just because it's, like, easy.
Yeah.
So, and we were talking about it because, unfortunately, there is a Camp Nolan.
Yeah, there
a
is
new
now.
Camp Nolan.
Yeah.
So now when people talk about Nolan at camp, the new generation at least are assuming that you're talking about the other Nolan.
Yeah, that's been difficult for me because I've been seeing you a lot this summer.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, I was talking to Nolan, and then I have to specify the one I have a podcast with.
Right.
Not
so
like when I'm talking to camp people.
yeah, and it's not that I don't like this Nolan, but
Right.
I don't love him because he's got to work hard.
Oh.
You know.
Okay.
Because, yeah. I'm just saying, I'm pessimistic against other
Sure,
Nolans.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I also don't. I haven't not interacted with this Nolan like hardly at all.
Yeah, he's
So.
a cool guy.
Yeah. He seems nice.
Yeah, I hadn't got to work with him his first 2 summers, and then this summer we were working closely, like for a fair amount of it, and he's really cool. He's pretty chill, and I would call him a friend. So
shout out to him if he's listening. To
shout
this
out
podcast.
Nolan. I think he may have listened to a little bit of one of the episodes. I don't know. I'd have to ask him about it again.
Nice.
But yeah.
You want to talk about our idea for a names episode?
Yeah. Well, I have more thoughts on names.
Oh,
still.
yeah, go ahead.
So my middle name is Scott.
And your last name?
Scott, which is a family name. Like my uncle's name is Scott, and like my dad had a couple friends whose names were Scott, so Scott was just showing up a lot. So they used that as a middle name for me. And I love Scott because it's not super common. Like, it's not uncommon by any means, but I wouldn't call it common. And it's really hard. Like, you can't mess up Scott. Like, what else does Scott sound like?
Yeah.
Tot?
Yeah, it's also a common enough name that...
Right. People know it,
Yeah.
but they're not going to confuse it with something else.
If someone said, my name's Tot, I would be like, you said Scott.
Sorry,
Your name's
Scott?
Scott.
Yeah.
So like, yeah,
Right.
because it's a common name.
So I actually like if I'm at like a cafe and they're like, "Can I get a name for the order?" I say Scott.
Nice.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's like my alter ego.
Yeah.
And so something else that was interesting was when I started working at the hardware store that I was working at, they were like, "What name do you want to be written on your shirts?" And I only knew one person who worked there, like going into it. So there was a moment where I was like, I could go by Scott here, and everybody would just know me as Scott.
Yeah.
And it would like be completely normal.
Yeah.
And I would just have this little secret that I go by my middle name.
That's funny.
Um,
There's actually a lot of people that go by
so
middle names.
my mom goes by her middle name, and my uncle Scott is his middle name.
My mom doesn't have a middle name.
That's awesome. My grandpa didn't have a middle name.
Cool.
Names are so awesome. I think
yeah.
we've said that before on the podcast.
We did.
Your
That was
mom
what I was
doesn't-
referencing.
Oh.
Yeah. It was the segment episode, episode 7.
Right. But yeah, it's Scott. Yeah, I thought that's a funny thing to think about. Like every like circle of my life would know me as Braden, except like all these work people would know me as Scott.
Yeah.
And then like if I would see somebody I know at work, they'd come in and be like, "Hi, Braden," and I'd have Scott written on my shirt.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Who's that?"
That's funny. Yeah. I actually, when I was teaching in Tunisia, I think there's a couple reasons to go by a middle name. One is what I talked about before. Like if you, if your name is so common that you get confused with a lot of people. Like when I was in Tunisia, Yosef, or Yusuf, I guess was how they pronounce it. There's different ways, but is their equivalent of Joseph.
Okay.
Was like super popular. And so we probably had like 3 or 4 in our little class. And so one of the Yusufs went by Barhami because that was like his like middle name or his family name. And so like it was, and that was cool. And like I remembered his name way better, and I didn't mix him up with other students. The other reason is if you don't like your name, which I think is kind of sad. You don't like your first name. Like we know a Jebediah, and he goes by JD, which is his first initial and his middle initial.
Yeah.
So you can do that too.
Yeah.
Initialize it.
BS would be my initials.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I've always thought is funny.
That is funny. You could.
Stands for babysitter.
Yeah. I don't know about going by that. That would be
No,
funny.
yeah.
Trying to go by that.
Hey, it's me, BS.
You can call me BS.
Yeah, I've considered like being like, yeah, I'm Scott now. To like if I was in like a work environment or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like it's not that I don't like the name Braden. It's like I've always felt like I haven't said it right. Like Braden. It just doesn't I don't know.
Yeah, because yours is spelled like Braden.
Yeah. And it's like,
because I have a Braden friend that spells his with a Y.
which that's what the E's there for. To make the A long. Braden.
Yeah. Well, there's also Braden spelled B-R-A-E.
Yeah.
D-E-N.
All those wrong ways of spelling it. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
plenty of them.
But
But
you saying it's just a name, you're fighting kind of. Yeah.
yeah. But I was gonna say, it's just a name, Braden.
Yeah.
And I forget what I was gonna say.
I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
I think it is really cool. There's a lot of places that their names get changed.
Yes.
Like, I think the most like common occurrence I can think is in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Peter.
my middle name is Jacob.
Ah.
And Jacob, most notably, had his name changed to Israel and
Yes.
became like the father of all the tribes. So I think that's pretty cool. Like,
Little
especially
Joe.
like if you have like a word from God and he like can change your name in that way.
That's cool. What I was going to say was something about Braden. I have never met somebody that is named Braden and older than me. I know of one guy His name is Braden Mann, and he's the punter for the Philadelphia Eagles. That is the only person I know of that is named Braden and older than me. So, because it was like not a name that was used often when my parents named me it. But now I know many Bradens who are the same age as me, or not the same age as me. Like I knew there was another in my grade in high school was named Braden. It was a girl actually.
Speaking of which, we would love to do an episode going through the.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
with
somebody with the name Braden who's older than me.
No.
As
we
a
would love
guest
to
on the
do
episode.
an episode going over the popularity of names throughout like the different time periods. There's like databases that have this because you have to, when you name a child and they come in, there's a lot of paperwork and stuff, so they get logged in databases, whatnot. So you can like look back to this, through different generations. So we would love to do that and bring different name recommendations and have a guest on to someone or a couple that is expecting and try to name their child for them.
Hey, can we name your child?
Yeah. So
that's a dream of ours.
Yeah.
On the podcast.
No pressure, Caleb, but
yeah. I hope you listen to this before your kid pops out.
True.
I feel like they already have a name decided on though.
I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll give you one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think names are so interesting, and there's so much to talk about with them, and like, and then at the same time, it's all just like we said, like, just what you're called. It's not you. You are you, but your name represents you. So that's cool. I'll have to.
Yeah, but I also think there's like you can give people, I don't know, especially with like a newborn or something like that, you can kind of jumpstart like their belief in themselves in a way. Like if you name your kid Fart or something like that, it just like I don't know if they'll have
or
the
Aquaman.
greatest. Yeah, I don't know if they'll have natural great self-image.
Yeah.
But if you give them a family name or something that's meaningful to you and your spouse, and you pass that along, I think that gives them almost a head start in meaning.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously their experiences and everything shapes them. But you're kind of like that's kind of the start.
Yeah, and I'll say I have that view as a 23-year-old male who has thought about names a lot, but as a 2-year-old or a toddler, a child who's like is responding to this name for and like that's their identity. That's probably one of the first things they learn is their name and like what to respond to. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense why it's much more impactful than
right. And you'd much rather it be something positive than something
Yeah.
negative.
Something that's funny, I remember seeing this one video where probably an Instagram reel where the mom's like, "Hey, son, what is mommy's name?" And he goes, "Mommy." "What's daddy's name?" "Alan." Because like he's so often hearing like the mom yell at the dad or whatever.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's funny. A little bit sad, but
Yeah.
I do think it's really funny that like when kids learn that their parents' names aren't mom and
Right.
dad, or just like when they're talking with other people and they're like, "Your mom's name is Mom too?"
Yeah. Yeah. No way.
Yeah, we all call her Mom.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So names, man, they're pretty cool. Do you want to talk about some etymology?
We can.
Those two that I sent you?
Those, yeah. We can call that Britlit,
Yeah.
more or less. One of my hot takes is that silverware needs to be at the end of the buffet.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm passionate about that one. Hot take episode. That one I'm correct on, too.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Moving right along.
Bum, 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 bum. So, opposites. This is
Yeah.
your concept. Take it away.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this for a while now. And I
I
would
was
like
trying to explain this to someone at the game tonight, and I was not getting it right.
Okay. I'll just preface it with a little activity. We'll go like we'll
Yeah.
make this like it almost it's a like a school activity.
Sure.
So,
School me.
what would you say the opposite of black is?
White.
And what would you say the opposite of a doctor is?
Opposite of a doctor? What specific type of doctor?
We'll say a surgeon. I don't know.
An uneducated man.
Okay.
I don't know.
And then what would you say the opposite of a cat is?
A dog.
Right. I know the other one was kind of hard, but yeah, I feel like
Doctor.
yeah. But
Were those supposed to be the easy ones?
yeah, it was. I thought you were gonna say like garbage man or something.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So
I didn't want to say the janitor,
right,
because
yeah.
the janitor has an important part of the hospital as a whole.
Okay. Yeah.
He's got to clean up the stuff so the surgeon could be cleanly
right.
and
Yeah.
sanitary. Psh. Haven't you watched anything?
Yeah. So I feel
Sorry.
like the concept is I feel as though so often opposites are not true opposite,
Yes.
because when I say what's the opposite of white
Black.
and you say black,
Yeah.
that is a color.
Yeah.
Let's say we are both just sitting here and we're like, let's both pick a random word.
Okay.
Let's pick a random word, right?
Ready? Do you
All right,
have
here,
one?
Let me think of one. Yeah, I got it.
3, 2,
1.
1. Baseball.
Alfredo,
Baseball.
right? So you
Yeah.
say baseball and I said Alfredo.
Uh-huh.
And they have like pretty much nothing to do
No.
with each other.
Are they
Imagine-
opposites though?
I wouldn't say so.
No. Sorry, go ahead.
But imagine we did that activity
Yes.
and you said white and I said black.
We'd
We would be
be-
like, whoa,
that was really
we're
close.
locked in.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
That's true. I didn't
You
think
know?
about it like
We're
that.
almost
That's
there.
a great way of explaining this concept.
Or if, we both randomly said, you said cat, I said dog.
Yeah.
We'd be like, oh my goodness, how are we so close? We're
Yeah.
locked in,
Yeah.
right? So how can something so close and in the same category as something like very related, something
Uh-huh.
that's a pet, something that is like something that you care for, like be an opposite?
Yeah.
So I think kind of what I've landed on is there is two different things. There is the relative opposite, and that is the one that we are most familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
So the relative opposite of dog would be cat. The relative opposite of black would be white,
Mm-hmm.
because it's within the same category, but it's kind of like the thing that's across from it.
Yeah.
But they're still pretty close. So while they are opposites, the opposite of boy is girl. While they are opposites, they're relative opposites.
Yeah. They're still both humans.
So I got on a rabbit trail of trying to think about how would I find what I am now dubbing as true opposite.
I like that.
Yeah. So I was thinking you would have to find the relative opposite of this item in every single category. I don't know exactly what those categories are, but like let me outline for it. So like, and I was thinking basically we could take some time and pick a word, and then we will try to find the true opposite of it rather than the relative opposite.
Yes.
So maybe we start with like dog or something like that.
Sure. One of the things I was trying to think of it, like I said, I was talking about this earlier,
Yeah.
and one of the ones that I was thought of was baseball. What would the opposite of baseball be?
Yeah.
But let's start with dog, because I feel like baseball's a little harder.
Okay. Yeah.
Opposite of dog.
So
So what is dog?
right. So dog is something that is physical, correct?
Physical. Yes.
So
It is an animal.
yeah. So I think the first things first is, since it's a physical thing, the relative opposite of something physical is something like an idea, an
Yeah.
ideology.
Yes.
So we can't name anything physical.
Yes.
It has to be an idea, like something that is a thought or an ideology. Like happiness would be something that is not
Yeah.
tangible.
Or government.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That is something that's not tangible
Mhm.
necessarily. It's
Right.
kind of an idea.
Yeah.
So
Um,
everything physical is out of to be the true opposite of dog is out.
I am picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
I don't know if the audience is, if
Right.
the Muppets are,
Yeah.
but
Muppets, stick with us, all right?
stick with us, Muppets. We're locked in here.
So now I think next we go into what are the characteristics of a
Mhm,
dog,
mhm.
and
Yep.
then we have to find the relative opposites of that and keep adding that to our new list.
There we go.
And then that's how we can kind of find the quote-unquote true opposite.
So what's in a dog?
So maybe I'll start.
A dog is a physical being.
Yep.
It is generally high energy, athletic.
Okay. Yeah, we can say that. And I think generally loving, right? I mean, they can be mean.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they are pretty...
Companion. They're companions.
Okay. So what's the opposite of
Prone
a
to
companion?
companionship. Loners.
Okay.
Um,
The relative opposite of companionship, I
right,
should say.
right. Not the true opposite.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to discover.
Companionship is next. What's the true opposite of companionship?
Yeah.
A rock.
Well,
Sorry.
we said loner. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Duh.
All right.
We're getting off track.
Keep on dog.
Yeah. Dog.
Yeah. I think maybe yeah. I think that gives us a decent bit to work off
What do we have written down?
We have something that is an idea or a concept and something that is a loner or kind of more solo.
Yes.
And something that maybe is not positive because I think dogs are generally
Yes.
positive. So something that's a negative.
I would agree.
So honestly, I'm thinking something that is an idea, something that is loner, and something that is negative. Solitary confinement,
Boom.
right?
The opposite of dog.
Is
The
solitary
true opposite
confinement.
of dog is solitary confinement. I like it.
Yeah, that's what we've come up with.
All right.
Do you want to do baseball now?
Yeah, let's do baseball.
And you're talking about baseball as a game, as the idea, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Not the ball.
Exactly.
We're talking about the game of baseball.
So
which
baseball
is
is
a
an
concept.
idea. So
Yeah.
now we need something
physical. Baseball is a team sport.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so we need something also that's kind of
What's
alone.
the opposite of camaraderie?
The opposite of teamwork,
Teamwork, yeah.
yeah, would probably be the relative opposite would be like self-made, right? I'm trying to think
Like an
someone,
entrepreneur?
An entrepreneur, yeah, but like self-made.
Yeah.
Is there a word for that?
Yeah, probably.
We'll just say self-made for now.
Yeah.
What other aspects of are there of baseball?
Very technical. Like
Yeah.
you have to be athletic. Like you have to have like power to do all the things. Like you have to have, if you want to be a Major League Baseball player, you have to be able to hit the ball far if you're not a pitcher.
Yeah. What
But-
would be the opposite of that then? Something that's
Right.
like super broad and easy?
Yeah, I guess so.
So like
Baseball's hard.
is broad because you said technical, which makes me think really like refined and
Yeah.
so you're saying broad could be the opposite of that?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say but broad in that sense because I wouldn't say baseball is broad. There's a lot that needs, there's a lot of different positions and a lot
Sure.
of different aspects to it.
But each of them requires a very specific skill set. Like each thing is a difficult thing to attain, like being able to do it. Like it's hard to be able to learn how to hit a baseball.
Right.
It's hard to be able to learn how to field a baseball. It's hard to be able to learn how to pitch a baseball.
So what would you say is the opposite of that? If you could in like
In
one
relative
word
opposite.
or two words.
Yeah. Easy.
All right.
Baseball's hard.
So we need something that is in the physical realm that is self-made kind of by itself and pretty easy. You know what I'm thinking of?
What's that?
I'm thinking of those self-inflating water balloons.
Oh yeah,
Like the
bunch of
ones-
balloons.
Yeah. You like screw it on the faucet and they all just fill themselves and plop down.
Yeah, I'm thinking that is good, but one of those is pretty similar to a baseball.
Yeah. But no,
And
I
you
know,
have to
but we're
throw
talking
it.
about the game of baseball.
True.
That's true. You do throw it.
But
okay.
you throw a water
Anything
balloon.
else that comes to mind then?
Yeah. I like that headspace though.
Yeah.
Something self-made.
What about like those tablets you stick in water and it becomes like
Yeah.
like a dinosaur?
Yeah.
You know,
I think
it's
we've
easy.
landed.
It's for kids.
Yeah.
And it's like
what are
it's
those
by
called?
itself. And it's
I'm not
something
going to come up with what it's called.
Yeah, okay. But you know what
Yeah.
people know what we mean. It's
You
like
put
a
it
tablet
in there,
you
it
put in
becomes a
water.
washcloth.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of?
I was thinking more of like a toy for kids.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, or a washcloth that works too.
Did you have those? You
Yeah.
that you put it in there and then washcloth.
No, we bought this like little game or something, or
Oh,
like
yeah.
some kids craft. There was like little like tablets that looked like big pills that you would swallow.
Yep.
And you stick it in water, and
Oh,
it would
and it
come. It
becomes
would be
a
like a
dinosaur.
dinosaur.
Yep.
You know, whatever.
Yeah.
So
So
that's what I'm thinking of.
those things are the opposite of baseball.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
The true opposite. The true opposite.
Let's try and pick a hard one.
All
like
right.
something that would be like, I don't know.
Government.
Okay. Government. And like I think if you're doing this at home, if you want to try find your true opposite of something, let's say you pick the first like the 3 characteristics of it that are like most important to
Or
that
that first come
thing.
to your mind.
Yeah. And then take the relative opposite of those and then find
Find
something
out
that
what
meets
that
all
is.
that criteria.
Yeah. And
So that's what we're
when
doing.
we say true opposite, we're not saying that it's not like this is the exact thing that is the true opposite.
Yeah.
We're saying this is closer to the opposite than
Yeah.
what the relative
It's
opposite
much
is.
further away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there is something out there that is
Right.
the true opposite of baseball. I don't think we've reached that.
Right. Because the relative opposite of government now would be anarchy.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So when we think of government is, I guess, an idea. That's the first place to start, I think, for me.
Mm-hmm.
So we need something that's a physical item. What else comes to mind for government? Like
I mean,
politicians?
Yeah, that's a tough question. Like, we're talking about our government right now. Are we talking about like our government specifically, or are we talking about government as a whole?
I think government as a whole.
All right. Well, ideally, government as a whole is for the people,
Okay.
by the people. I mean, that's a very American thing, though. I don't know. This is getting political.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think
What is a government?
the job of government is for
Let's look up the
is for the
definition of government.
safety and benefit of people, I think.
Yes.
In an ideal world.
Yes.
So, I think we're taking that definition. So we can say against people.
The governing body of a nation, state, or community. There you go.
That was it?
That's the dictionary definition.
Nice. See, they got any other like definitions on there?
Used as grammar, it's the relation between a governed and a governing word. The system by which a nation, state, or community is governed, the action or manner of controlling or regulating a nation, organization, or people.
Yeah.
The group of people in office at a particular time, administration. Another term for political science.
Yeah. So we could say, how about like something that rules, like something that has dominion?
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So
Is
the
in charge.
relative, yeah, in charge. So the relative opposite of that would be out of control.
Yeah, or somebody who takes orders.
Okay, like a servant.
Yeah. Oh, also, when I was talking about this, the person I was talking with about this said, shout out Maria. She said, I said, what's the opposite of baseball? She said, not baseball.
Wow.
Which I
That's
think is probably the real true opposite.
right. Everything that's not baseball is
Yeah, the true
is
opposite
the true
of
opposite.
of baseball, which makes this conversation way less interesting, though. So we're not going with that.
Yeah. Sorry, Maria.
Sorry, Maria.
The opposite of that idea was dumb.
Oh!
That didn't even make sense.
Yeah, wait.
Or the opposite of that idea was
Is
good.
smart.
Yeah.
Take that, Maria.
Boom.
I mean, sorry.
Sorry. Anything else? I feel like for something like government, we're gonna need a little bit more guidance.
Yeah. What do we have so far?
We have it's an idea. It's
Okay.
for the people and it has dominion. So our relative opposites would be we need a physical item that is against people and is a servant or something lowly.
Probably. What else is the government? Protection. It's for protection.
Yeah, I think
Or
we
it's
kind of
supposed to
covered
provide.
that as against people.
Okay. Yeah,
like
that's
they're
true.
for people,
That's
so
true.
this would be against people.
I can't really think.
I think
of
it
anything.
is a group thing typically.
Yes,
so we're
yes.
looking for a singular thing.
Yes. That's good.
All right. So we are looking for something physical that is against people, that is lowly like a servant, and is singular.
Snake.
That's a good one. That's biblical.
Yeah. I mean, biblically, when snakes were made, they were set against humans. Or they were like, they'll attack your heel.
Yeah.
Snake, I think, is a good place to start. I guess any like predator for humans. We're kind of at the apex predator, so
Right. Or I was thinking like even if there was like a person in history that was like led a servant revolt or something
Sure.
like that, or like
Spartacus, gladiator revolt.
right.
However, he was involved in a group of people.
Yeah.
Also, is a person. Governments are run by people.
right.
That seems too relative to me.
Right. That's true.
There's
Yeah. I do like
no
snake.
such thing as snake government.
Yeah. That's true. I don't know much about
I mean, that I
snake
know of.
culture.
That I
Yeah.
know of. Who knows?
I've never been a snake.
Yeah.
I know some people that are snakes.
Oh, got him.
That's funny. Anyways. Yeah. No, an interesting concept to
Yeah.
think about. Things like, can we go more opposite than just the relative opposite
Yeah.
of something?
Um.
Or the opposite within the same category.
Yeah.
we'll
I
say.
think it's fun. I think this could be a segment, a recurring one.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, we'll be like,
We'll get a word.
let's get a
true.
true opposite of house.
Yeah. Speaking of
Can you
segments.
figure out why I came up with the word house?
Yeah.
Because I looked over and saw a house.
Roof.
Yeah, I'm pretty creative.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Do we want to move into a new segment?
Yeah. Presented
well,
by Momitas.
Yeah, that was an old segment.
Yeah.
British
Yeah.
literature.
I'll pull up my my findings here.
Sure.
So, this will be a quick one, quick segment to take us home. So, this is a post, an Instagram reel that I found and subsequently sent to Nolan. Fun fact: the reason that the plural of goose is geese, but the plural of moose is not meese, is because goose derives from an ancient Germanic word undergoing strong declension in the pattern of foot, feet, and tooth, teeth, wherein the double O is mutated to double E. However, moose is a Native American word added to the English lexicon only about 400 years ago and lacks the etymological reason to be pluralized in that way. And the response to that in the post was, "Oh baby, keep talking dirty to me."
That's funny.
But
yeah, I really like that. That's so cool. I think, especially in English, as in a lot of languages, there is words added at different times and from different cultures, and it really becomes this like melting pot. And I know a lot of people that learn English for the first time, new immigrants or whoever, are often frustrated by English as a language because there are so many rules and exceptions and things like that.
I've also heard people being like, "Oh, Americans are always like, oh, English is the hardest language ever, but it's really actually not. And if you actually look at it, but I think it's all like relative. Like there's languages that are similar, and to go from this similar language to this other like group of languages, never mind. Sorry, I'm getting off topic.
Yeah. No, I think
I just wanted to
especially
acknowledge that.
with different scripts and different things, I think like if I met someone that knew English, Chinese, Arabic, I'd be very impressed
Yeah.
because they're all so different and unique. They have different scripts and different rules for grammar. That it's very impressive. Whereas if you meet somebody that knows, English, Spanish, French, Italian, it's like it's still
Romantic
super
languages.
impressive.
Yeah.
But they all come from similar origins. Or just like
Yo, look at that guy on
lot
the
of,
bike. He's vibing right now.
yeah.
He was just shaking his head. It was
He's
like
definitely got like Bluetooth music in his helmet.
Yeah.
So
That's how I be when I was on my bike. I used to have a motorcycle.
yeah. But no, I mean even people
Sorry, that was way off topic.
Yeah, people that speak Italian can like converse with people that speak like Spanish.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of crossover. I mean it's tough, but you
Sure.
can. So
yeah, I think oh yes. So, anywho, that's cool though. Yeah, like also to think that like it makes sense that moose was only added to the English like recently because they didn't have meese in Europe, which is where like the English language came from. That's cool that like that makes sense. That's why moose. It's also cool that we keep some Native American words. And I wonder how many other like normal English words are from Native American descent.
yeah, you are Native American after all.
That's right. So yeah, I think that's cool. Any other thoughts on that one?
No.
All right, we'll hit one more, and then we'll never record a podcast episode again.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
We're going to episode 20. Maybe more.
Yeah. That was a joke. That's a joke that I like to use often. We'll never do this thing again after we're done doing it. Okay. Here's the post. Was slightly mind blown when I discovered this. The two parts to the word helicopter are not heli and copter, but
What the hell?
yeah. But helico, meaning spiral, and pter, like P-T-E-R, meaning one with wings, like pterodactyl, pronounced pterodactyl. And then somebody responded, wait, so does copter come from helicopter? From helicopter? And then somebody said, yep, this is called rebracketing. Another famous example would be burger. The original food item is named after the German city Hamburg, plus but not semantically reinterpreted as ham burger. Now it's used as a suffix indicating a type of sandwich. Somebody said, I love etymology. Which the hamburger one has always stumped me. Even as a kid, I was like, hamburger? So there's
Yeah.
ham in this burger?
Right.
No, it's ground beef.
All beef.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then what?
Yeah, then what are we talking about? Why isn't it called a beef burger?
Yeah.
Well, because of that reason.
Yeah. Shout out to Hamburg. I
Yeah.
mean, that's my kiss.
Yeah.
That I chose.
True. Yeah. Shout out Hamburg.
I love a good burger. I love a good
Yeah.
hamburger, and I'm grateful to Hamburg for creating this.
Thanks, Hamburg. I also think it's cool. I think I knew that one though. Like Hamburg was
Yeah.
hamburgers are named after Hamburg. I had no idea about helicopter. That's cool.
Yeah.
And again, I wonder how many other rebracketed words are out there.
I also think it's crazy because the PTER,
Yeah.
the one with wings, is at the end
Yeah.
of, helio,
Helicopter. Yeah.
helicopter, but is at the beginning of pterodactyl.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder if that has significance as well.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Yeah. You think there's like prefixes and suffixes, but it's
Sometimes
like
they're
seems
interchangeable.
like they're mixing it up.
Yeah. Or is ter, like PTER, is not a prefix or a suffix. It's one of those middle things. What's the middle thing called?
The root word.
The root word. And then a dactyl is something to do with dinosaurs.
Yeah, maybe. Dinosaur with wings. It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, who knows? Maybe we just cracked open that etymology without any research.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, yeah, there are people that study etymology for like a degree.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's like very interesting.
Yeah.
I
I think it's very cool. I think also we should make a longer segment on etymology at some point. Like pulling up, we do that research, we find out things that are cool.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want to see that. Let us know what you like, what you dislike.
Yeah.
Keep us informed. Keep commenting. We love comments.
We do really want to put some more work into some segments.
Yep.
And I think that will be coming in the
It
fall.
absolutely will be. Yep.
When our schedules lighten up a little bit.
And hopefully, as we're becoming part of your routine, we can get more comments more often and interact a bit more with the community.
Yeah.
And
we'll be
yeah.
posting more reels.
Yep. For
Go
sure.
back and watch that Lightning McQueen edit.
Yeah.
I just made that tonight, as in 2 weeks ago, if you're
Yeah.
watching this. And I'm very
Well,
proud of it.
Last week. Like if you're listening to this on
right.
Monday, it would
That's
be
true. So it'd be a
like-
week.
yeah, like a week and a couple of days.
Yeah.
But yeah, very cool. We love you guys. Thanks for listening, Kermits. I mean, not Kermits, Muppets.
Yeah.
Man, we just realized that the camera is not going to be working because the SD card's full. So you can't see us shaking hands. But once again, you'll have to imagine us shaking hands. Oh, we shook hands at the very beginning. I'll put that back in. So.
True.
Yeah. All right. See you guys. Love you.
All right.
Do your laundry.
These bloopers are us trying to make a joke about a firework being so bright that it turned to daytime, and we were going to cut to this. We were deciding on what our hand position and reaction would be. We never made that joke, so instead of being in the real video, it ends up being a blooper. We love you guys. Have you done your laundry yet? Come on.